Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of The Lost God in Total War Warhammer 3. To recap then, we have the nation of Kislev, which is kind of in the icy north, and they've been gripped in a everlasting winter for 7 years, which is normally broken by their bear god, Ursun. But he has not broken it, and so Yuri and a small army has traveled deep into the north to try and find out what happened. And there is war to be had up here. We're trying to get to Dervingard,
Yuri of the Ungols.
the main settlement up here.
Keep moving.
So one thing that I think could be kind of cooler.
I see it. At last. Dervingard.
For a game like this is to maybe like borrow some stuff from like Heroes of Might and Magic. Like, that's what I expected when I first started playing this game, was that there'd be like all sorts of like little encounters and little events that you could travel to and do certain things. There's a very small amount of that, like in Immortal Empires and stuff. And I believe there are mods that add stuff like that a little bit more, but the map is fairly fixed, you know, so it's hard to throw all sorts of new stuff in. I don't know. I think that would just make pretty much, you know, all combat for the most part is just related to settlements. It's basically all about controlling settlements. And I get that, but I feel like it could be more interesting than that. Alright, so we found Dervingard. It's in control. Skolden has control of it. So for us to take it, it's gonna have to be a
Attack.
it's gonna have to be a big battle.
For Dervingard. Finally, we reached these walls.
Do not celebrate yet, Garrick. First, we must deal with the wolf.
So, yeah, he's got Norscan warhounds now, which are war beasts, very fast. They have a scaly skin, which lessens missile damage against them, arrows and stuff. But they are weak against armored units. So keep that in mind. Other than that, they just have a lot of melee.
Dervingard was built to defy the dark powers and prevent another great war against chaos. But the stronghold has fallen into ruin, blackened by those that defile its halls. It has become the den of the wolf.
So obviously, attacking a settlement is harder than attacking a lone army, because the settlement, you know, they're the defenders, so you have to go to them, and there's a lot more of this like tight terrain that they can work with, and they can kind of set up shop in. And the more fortified a settlement it is, you know, you get walls in place then that you have to break through. They'll often have like like towers, defenses, turrets, you know, all that sort of stuff. They'll have archers up on the walls raining down on you. You know, it gets pretty tricky. So yeah, I mean, our goal is to kill Skolden. I mean, our goal, I guess, is to win the battle, but he's spread his troops out pretty far. And the war beasts are... The warhounds are all the way in the back there. So that's good for us. Pretty much, yeah, we want to just attack straight on through these two fronts, I guess. If I was feeling frisky, we could send a third troop this way, but he's got, like, the horse masters up here. He's got this bridge. We'd be getting pelted the whole way, so I think we want to concentrate our forces. And we want the Zargards up front. Because they're armored, so they'll be better in melee than our spears, which are better defending against charges or anything. So we'll have the spears just kind of on the side, I guess. It's fine.
Motherland's finest.
At the forefront.
Okay, so the horse masters are coming in,
Wolf limps into his
which
lair.
is a really,
I will
you know,
not give
bold
him a
plan
chance
on his
to
part.
lick his wounds. Draw your weapons. We take Dervingard back in Orson's name.
Armored Gossars. On the march. Wolf-top Kislevites.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a bad plan on his part. I didn't see this other one coming in, so we didn't get a nice defense bonus there. But we already fucked over, you know, the first unit of cavalry, so that's fine.
The Motherland's finest.
And, yeah, we should be fine.
March with
Obviously, not a smart plan on his part.
taking point.
Armored Cossars! Taking points!
Zargar.
Yeah, that's fine.
Defenders of Kislev. Kislevites moving. Making it
Okay. Ah, there you go.
Follow the bear.
So,
Moving. Take
getting flanked over here by the hounds.
My God!
Sons of Kislev. Slay them.
Do that, do that.
Lend
Okay.
us power. Moving.
We'll have Yuri assist with the hounds.
Armored Gossars. Whatever Orson asks.
We want to get this nice flank here.
Kislev endures. Kislev's vengeance.
Pincer him in. Alright, we already scattered the other
Zargar.
troop. I don't want to move in quite yet. Not until we handle this pack of marauders. So yeah, getting flanked devastates your morale. Like, it's really bad. So we already broke this one at half health.
Comrades of the bear.
So that's good. So now we got spearmen coming in.
March for Kislev.
So we want to try and get in here with basically everybody as a pincer.
March for Kislev.
No, you go.
So be it. Wolf-top
But we don't want to get flanked ourselves.
Gossars.
Orson's call!
Alright, we broke all the hounds, so that's good. We want to get Yuri in there, of course.
Obey the orthodoxy.
Alright, let's have these guys take on the spearmen there,
Gossars.
supplemented by the Kossars. Then we'll have the spearmen try and flank here. Probably won't even be necessary, but we can cut off their route.
Hearts of ice. Cossacks!
Okay, we got this spearman coming in, so we want to just start pelting them immediately.
Ready. It is time.
And, yeah, we'll cut them off.
Islam vengeance!
Okay, good. We got spare units, so we can kind of move in there.
Ulta Kislevite!
Okay, good, good. Let's get in there.
Islam endure!
Let's get in there.
Islamites moving!
Obviously, this guy really mismanaged his troops and not do this too well. But that's, you know, with equal sort of somewhat equal armies, that's kind of the win or the lose is how well you manage your troops.
They die! Taking position!
All right, so we got Skolden himself coming in. So Yuri's gonna go right to him.
Defenders of Kislev! Annihilate them! Follow the bear! Whatever Ursun asks!
And yeah, we got
Finest!
more spearmen coming in.
War with honor! Taking point! Hearts of ice!
Got more marauders coming in, and then we got the javelins behind them, which is a good tactic for him.
Armored Cossacks! All duty served! Kislev's vengeance! Cossacks! Excellent!
Our Zargars over here are getting a little weak. Oh, but he's really routed now. He's done. So units that get routed typically cause other units to suffer a morale loss as well, because it's like, oh shit, we're losing, you know, so everyone kind of panics. So that's how you can have this cascade effect towards the end of a battle where they all just flee. But the Lord, you know, they typically stick around for a while, although Yuri was getting his ass handed to him. Not quite a match. But at this point, we can just flood him. And I didn't even use our son's roar at any point. Alright, so normally I think the battle would be over at this point, but they want us to kill Skolden for sure. What a boss. God damn. Oh, just raining arrows down.
Ready for battle, comrades! Stand shoulder to
Okay. Heroic victory.
As the last enemy drew their final breath, a single ray of sunlight broke through the grayest of clouds. Dervingard was free.
So we lost 38 of our 689 deployed units. He deployed 2,281 and he lost 2,281. Yeah, not a good victory for him. Not a good battle for him.
The stronghold we had searched for, longed for, was ours. But I could not rejoice. I felt only the loss of those who had given their lives. At least the wolf was slain. Yet, even in death, his hand reached towards his tainted sword, Wolfsbane. Urson compelled me to take it. A man of faith can withstand its evil and harness its power.
Yeah, usually they provide more info than this as to your choices, but I'll take it. sharp blade. So we got the vengeful trait, melee attack +3 for Yuri. Good, good, good.
Leave the sword. The weapon is cursed.
The blade is too rare to be cast aside.
You hold sin in your hand.
I hold strength in my hand. Nothing more.
Look around you. Dervingard is infested with chaos.
We sanctify these grounds.
How, brother? How do we purge chaos from these walls?
We build a totem to Ursun. Let our devotion banish corruption. Beyond Dervingard.
All right. So we have stables here, so we can actually recruit Kossovite dervishes. Missile cavalry, very fast with vanguard deployment.
Our faith
That'll be
can
nice.
purify Derving.
This is a tier
Give the
2
order.
settlement,
Build the totem.
which is good. And now we can build for $4,000 a totem of Ursun, which will increase our leadership 3 for all armies.
I pray Ursun can absolve the stronghold.
He will help us. Dervingard will be restored.
You were right. The taint of chaos recedes.
And Dervingard is truly liberated.
Once more, the light of Kislev shines in the darkness of the Chaos Wastes. Dervingard is free from tyranny.
Alright. With that frost shard armor.
Word has reached those in hiding. They return to us.
Frost Maiden. We are fortunate to find a magic user.
Frost Maiden.
Zoria the Frost Maiden recounted the fall of Dervingard. The commander, Slavin Kearns, fell into madness. Tainted by the dark gods, his iron will tempered into an endless want for power. The Boyar abandoned the stronghold. Taking all provisions, he left for the far reaches of the Chaos Wastes. Any who opposed him were hung from the walls. Those that remained suffered at the hands of the savage Northmen. I found Kearns' journal hidden in his quarters. His words are evidence of heresy. Ursun's judgment will be swift. If I find him, I will kill him.
Let's keep it a secret. Recruitment cost -5%. We're
Testament of
devious.
a traitor. No one needs to see such heresy.
Dervingard is reclaimed. Now we embark on a greater quest. Deep in the Chaos Wastes stands the citadel that howls. Within its halls lies a hidden portal that leads to my prison. The citadel cannot be reached by mortal means. The screaming chasm prevents it. Journey to the lucent maze. Find the secret rooms. They hold the knowledge you seek.
That's right, we're going up against Chaos now.
We leave Dervingard at first light.
Leave! We gave our word to keep Dervingard safe.
Ursun confides in me. We must journey through the Chaos Waste and find the Lucent Maze. The next step to save Ursun.
Cold my magic excels.
Okay, so
Winter's request.
Zora here is a hero. So these are not lords. They're a step below that. They are powerful units. They can be part of an army. They're a single unit. They can have spells and stuff. They're basically like lesser lords in that aspect. And you can have, I think, as many heroes as you want in one army. But they each take up a slot. So, usually you want like 1 or 2 heroes in every army. And well embedded in an army, they provide a benefit. So Zoria has scouting. So it increases the parent army's chance of finding a magic item after winning a battle by 10%. And, you know, heroes gain levels just like lords, so she can increase that effect. If she's not in an army, though, she has other effects and other things that she can do. She can travel around the map independently. She's not an army, so she can't be attacked by an army or anything. But she can be potentially targeted by other heroes. Because you can... Every hero is going to have different abilities outside of an army. So Zoria here can damage a settlement's walls. She can assassinate other heroes. And she can assault an army to just give them all some damage. All of these are for like chance-based, percentage-based, you know, things like that. So if you're targeting like high-end settlements, high-end heroes, high-end armies, stuff like that, you're probably not going to succeed at level 1 especially. But yeah, it is useful to have heroes roaming around the map and doing certain things. She also has a constant local effect of boosting income. So any income generated by buildings in the province that she's in is increased by 5%. And in enemy provinces, it reduces by 5%. So they're valuable in armies and out of armies. You want a mix of both. For now, though, we're just going to join up with Yuri. We can now recruit up to 20, so we probably want to just take the time to do that. We don't want to diversify too much as far as, like, typically you don't want to have, like, 10 different types of units in your army, you know? It's a bit too much to manage. You don't want to usually have one type of unit, and that's it. Although that can work depending on the unit. Some units are can be overwhelming just by themselves. But yeah, usually, you know, a decent mix of like, I don't know, 4 to 5. So we do want some dervishes. I don't know why I thought these were missile units. No, they're definitely melee cavalry. They're just kind of light and fast, but we can do some hammer and anvil stuff. So we're gonna get 2 of those to fuck around with, and then I think we really just want a lot of hussars. We want a lot of archers that can double as melee. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. I don't think there's really any time limit at this point, so we can just keep recruiting up to max. So let's get more of these. Yeah, I'm not used to it just instantly going to my turn again. So we could grab hussars with spears. These are tier 2 units. So these are anti-large. Yeah, I suppose. We can, yeah, alright. And then lastly, we're gonna grab, say, 1 more spearman. Okay, now we're done. Yeah, usually it's not that easy and quick.
To the maze.
The path splits. Which way, brother?
Ursun is silent. I must decide. Ursun growls low in my ear. He tells me knowledge forbidden by the great orthodoxy. I now know the names of the dark gods and their demonic servants. This land warps under the influence of Tzeentch, the changer of ways, the chaos god of magic, and the architect of fate. The demons that serve Tzeentch are spellcasters and creatures of arcane fire.
Alright, so we can embrace magic by getting snow leopards. Or we can keep with tradition and get bear war sleds. Let's keep tradition, because bears are cool. So light war sleds, missile sleds, tier 2, armored, armor-piercing, collision attacks, anti-infantry. It actually would really benefit us to have some of these. So maybe I ditch 2 of the spearmen.
Are you a betrayer?
Yeah, we'll ditch 1 of those and 1 of the Kosars.
Are you to be trusted?
And, yeah.
We are not done yet. Spread Urson's influence.
So I can only have 1. I guess I didn't need to disband. Oh well.
Ignore the eyes.
So when you're recruiting, you can't move. But there's no one else in the game, technically, so we can keep moving.
Up ahead. An army beyond the tree line.
Servants of the dark gods. Demons. By campfire light, I read the journal. Why did Kearns abandon his duty? Before he left Dervingard, he made forays into the Chaos Wastes. He fought enemies and even gained the allegiance of tribes. He called such fates the Trials. They allowed him to navigate these hostile lands. If I am to survive here, I must perform these trials. The journal tells of great rewards if I do.
Take on trial to capture a Tzeentch stronghold or defeat 2 armies of Tzeentch. Let's capture a Tzeentch stronghold. That sounds fun. And we will get the Ice Guard with glaives. Fun. We gotta get the Mansion of Eyes.
Further north.
Alright, so of course.
I have trained well.
Alright, so Zoria leveled up.
Danger's lands.
So we may as well grab that. She can get Ice Maiden's Kiss. Which is a spell. Yeah. That'll be fun stuff. And let's go kick some ass. Oh no, not oh. Sorry.
So we fight.
So he retreats, but we have enough movement to follow up on it.
Urson's claw.
And then he can't retreat. And we have the option now of doing all these things. So we can retreat. We can auto-resolve. Tells us the auto-resolve outcome. It's a decisive victory with low casualties. And if you hover over, you would actually see... It would actually show you what casualties you'll take. So we will take none. We will take no casualties, which is pretty good. You can also scout out the terrain to look at the map to decide if you'll do better by fighting it or not. And you can quick save. Those are all your options. Let's just fight it, though. We're going to extend out this prologue as much as I can. So we'll fight all our battles. But I will say that when you're playing like Immortal Empires and you're doing a whole big campaign, you're going to probably do a lot of auto-resolve. Very few people, I imagine, are fighting every single battle.
Frost Maiden's arcane power. Use her spells to secure victory.
Frost Maiden.
Okay, so yes, she has a couple spells. She's got Ice Maiden's Kiss, which is going to do 18 damage per second for 2 seconds to a radius, and give Frostbite, lowering the enemy's speed by 30%. And it's a short, wide, expanding, tier-shaped attack. And this costs 6 power. Ice Sheet costs 4 power. Right now we have 10 power from the Winds of Magic. And our power reserve is 50. So we will, throughout the battle, take from those reserves and continue to charge up our magic to a certain point. So you can keep casting these spells multiple times. Ice Sheet is a hex in an area that reduces speed, acceleration, charge speed, 55-meter effect range for 21 seconds. Affects all grounded enemies in that radius. So when they're charging in, we'll want to hit them with that. And then once they're in place and kind of holding still, then we blast across them with Ice Maiden's Kiss. That's the plan. Now, yeah, so we need to think about terrain, formation, high ground stuff. There isn't really much of any sort of high ground. There are the trees here, and we actually can throw these guys over here. It's outside the green border where we normally can deploy units, but they have Vanguard deployment. So they can start anywhere within... anywhere that except for this white border close to the enemy. They cannot go there. But they can start in the trees, and they will be hidden. And so then, once these guys move in, we get an easy flank on them. And Bob's your uncle. Should be a pretty easy battle, I would imagine. So, we want... yeah, so we want... hold on. I mean, a checkerboard formation is pretty good. But we'll be simple today. And just do something like that. And then... you know, we have far more units than they do, so we probably want to fold in one side to flank. Probably this side, ideally. Then for the light war sleds, yeah, I mean, we could go over here. They might go for them, but that's not the end of the world.
For the ice.
I don't know, something like that is probably fine.
From what we have faced before.
Now, we attacked them, so they're the defenders, but, you know, they don't always, they don't always sit back.
Obey the orthodoxy!
Frost Maiden.
Okay. So they've got some blue horrors, some pink horrors. Pink horrors are missile units. They've got Forsaken, which have Frenzy. And then there's the big guy himself, a wizard. Okay, and we are already just going to rain down hell on him. And we'll hit him with the ice sheet, slow them down so they get hit with even more shit.
Comrades of the bear! It is done!
We don't quite want to reveal our hand yet of the cavalry, but we could to hit the back line. They got a lot of missile units, so let's okay, and hold on, where's
Orson's call. At the forefront.
let's use Ursun's roar here.
Push Raider.
We're gonna
The
know.
enemy routes. Do we let them retreat or run them down?
Gusa. Explore.
And we can use this. Boom, 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 boom. Easy peasy.
Fury bar
motherland's finest! Islam endures!
It's a lot of arrows, man. So cavalry, you really want to kind of micromanage a little bit more to get that charge bonus. They have the biggest charge bonus, so you want to keep like moving them out, moving them back in to keep getting the charge bonus over and over.
Annihilate them!
Yeah, shredded.
Purge them!
Okay. I mean, obviously, easy battle. I probably would have done better with auto-resolve, but whatever. Decisive victory. We lost 82 total. I should have moved in, like, immediately with my melee. As soon as I hit him with the ice sheet, I should have moved in with all my melee to quickly get to the missile attackers. Alright, so we got a new follower. Camp Quartermaster reduces our upkeep. And Camp Cook increases our casualty replenishment rate. We can take money or we can get XP to just execute all of them. Because we can't, you know, can't take demons into our service. So let's go ahead and just grab the XP for our units. Because your units also level up. They don't...
Beyond Dervin.
They don't get skill trees or anything like that, but you see here they have increased ranks. And that is going to increase, you know, their stats. It's going to increase their morale, their attack, accuracy, that kind of stuff. So you want to keep units alive. So they keep ranking up and getting more and more powerful. It's an important aspect. For Yuri, we can get firing drills to decrease reload time for our Kosars, or Best of the Core to increase melee defense for our Tsar guards. We don't have many Tsar guards, and we can't get new ones, but we will eventually get these Ice Guard. Yeah, we'll go with firing drill now.
Any advantage.
And then for her, she can get some more spells. She could upgrade Ice Maiden's Kiss. Which would be pretty good. She can get Frost Shield, so whenever she casts a spell, all allies, all units get plus 15 armor and plus 12 missile block chance for 11 seconds. That's not terrible. We can upgrade Ice Sheet. We can get Frost Blades, which will affect one unit for 26 seconds, giving them magical ice damage. Yeah, that's also pretty good. And you can see how useful, like, heroes and spellcasters are. Death Frost. So this would be really good against, like, a single strong target, like an ogre or a troll or a hero or a lord. That's a single target damage. Let's go with Frost Shield for now. Okay.
Worthy of Dash.
So then we want to take on the Loki Palace.
Fight.
So they have a weak little settlement here. They've got some Furies, flying melee infantry. Can deploy in the vanguard. They're very fast, and they have a barrier, which is like just a health shield. All of Tzeentch's units pretty much have that. Yeah, so let's fight it. No auto resolve here. So this is a settlement that has no walls of any kind. They just come out and you fight on the field. So even though this is a settlement battle, it's gonna look the same pretty much. Okay, but the terrain is interesting. We have a high ground here for sure. And whoever gets to that high ground first is going to be the victor, I would imagine. Well, we're going to be the victor regardless. But yeah, we want to get some archers up there. I don't think it's worth throwing our whole army up there. It's a little cramped. And it's kind of hard to say exactly what we can do. I think we actually want to reverse this. And maybe I want one of the Tsar guards. Something like that will probably be fine. And then the rest, we can fight. Yeah. Just thinking about these trees. Trees will block missiles pretty handily. So we kind of want to get our troops in there as soon as possible. And then I'm trying to decide what to do with my archers. I guess, you know, I don't know if it's arrows going in that are blocked or also arrows coming out that are blocked. Otherwise, you know, we'd want our archers in the trees as well. As for our cavalry, yeah, I mean, we could go... I don't think they'll let me get hidden in that. So... it might allow me to be hidden in this, though. Yeah, they are hidden there. So, okay, that works. That'll work. As for the war sleds, I think we want to go here. Maybe off to the side with... oh, I don't know. Throw a Kosar with them. Just to defend them a little bit. And then Yuri can go... Yuri can go over here. Okay?
Yuri, this is what you do. Use the hills, valleys, and stranger formations of this accursed place to your advantage. The terrain can conceal our forces.
Yeah, I was a little slow here.
Daughter of ice!
Kislevites, moving!
So they all went over here, which is okay.
Attack, comrades! On some commands!
For the ice! I am...
it means we have a very slow flank here. And I don't know if these archers are going to be able to do anything. So, not great. They definitely foiled my big plan there. And I got Kosars getting shredded by these Furies. So that's the tricky thing with airborne units, is they can just fly right over your front line and ravage the shit out of you. And we are getting ravaged pretty good. And Yuri, of course, I forget about, and he just sits there. Great stuff.
Legendary Ungol will falter.
Ah, why did that turn? Oh, damn my mouse.
Round them up and send them back to the fight.
Alright, so we got some guys faltering.
Our warriors rally. Their Kislevite spirit returns. They rejoin the fight.
Whatever Unsunas!
Light warsley!
Horse riders! Go!
Get our cavalry out of there, and
You have slain the army's leader, but we must.
Not too hot. Definitely bungled that. They were much quicker getting into the trees, and I should have accounted for that. I should have pulled back entirely. So we ended up losing 175 men. Yeah, I mean that should have been 0 men. We got Babushka though. Income from post-battle loot plus 5%. And we have a mission to upgrade a settlement to tier 5 to get the Griffin Legion.
Beyond Dervingard.
So now we can, okay, they still don't want us upgrading those.
Prince Yuri.
Here they can get barracks to get more recruitment of Kosars. You can get the Daj Shrine, growth plus 30. Growth determines when you can upgrade the main settlement thing, this track. And you want to do that because that provides more building slots, provides more income, and actually adds defenses to the settlement. Things like that. So growth is pretty important for upgrading a settlement you care about. We can get storehouses for income or the fire pit for growth and minus 2% recruitment cost. Let's go with barracks. We want to get those armored Kosars probably. And then yeah, let's keep upgrading our archers. We invested a lot into those. And Yuri hit rank 5. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. So right now we're just kind of recuperating, slowly replenishing all our units. And we could get logistician to increase that rate. Or we can upgrade Ursun's Mighty Roar. But, you know, the melee attack, we don't have that many melee attackers, so it's not as essential. Let's go ahead and grab Blade Master and upgrade his shit. And for her, let's do Ice Maiden's Kiss upgrade. And we could move and keep going, but there's no time limit here, so I don't really care to. Just keep replenishing back to full and be happy with ourselves.
Are you listening?
You know.
Ready to pursue.
Now we can upgrade the settlement. They're skipping over a lot of like aspects of the game because we're in the Chaos Waste. We took over a Chaos settlement. There should be a lot of other factors at play here, but it's the tutorial. And we're upgrading all our settlements. More income. Good, good, good. Yep, more income. Sure. We're upgrading everything. Okay, so now we can get armored Kosars, which is pretty sweet. Could also potentially get winged lancers. Now these are that's your hammer and anvil right there. Anti-infantry, armored, and shielded. 60 charge bonus. That's the shit you want right there. Eventually you get war bear riders, armored, armor piercing, anti-large. Not quite as good, you know, you want anti-infantry for that kind of tactics, but for large targets, yeah. I mean, yeah. They're pretty good. These cause fear. It's pretty nice. So, yeah, let's go for that. So, it'd be nice to just, like, upgrade your Kosars to armored Kosars, and there are absolutely mods that let you do that. There's certain factions, I want to say the Khorne factions, I think. Those in the base game can upgrade their units, I believe. There's some faction that, I think it's Khorne, but there's some faction that can upgrade units. And then you can get mods that basically take that concept and just apply it to, like, every faction. Because it makes some sense that you should be able to upgrade my Kosars to armored Kosars. So, if we want to do that, we either have to split these off into another army, and I don't think I can recruit another lord at this point. So, yeah, for us, we pretty much just have to disband these.
Are you to be trusted?
Which isn't super great, because they're ranked up a little bit. But the armored ones are going to be better, so do that. And they're...
Grow my army.
Oh, it's still 2 turns away. Alright, well, we're waiting. It's real simple. More income. Okay, I should have had that unlocked now.
You're not done yet.
Okay, armored Kosars. They get pistols. Pistols, baby. Hell yeah. So how long we actually want to sit here? You know, we could sit here forever, I guess. Normally, you do not have this kind of luxury of time. We're actually, like, running out of funds. Our income's pretty good. Okay, this is gonna have to get...
Son, are you listening?
Yeah, we'd have to get to tier 3. So, like another 6 turns, basically. Oh, no. Never mind. 2 turns. We can build another building here. We can't afford to get the Winged Lancer building. So...
Yes?
And yeah, you do get XP just by existing, so that's good. Let's go for Frostblades. That'll be fun.
Changers lands.
Alright, so now we're gonna get that in 3 turns. Let's just make this quick and easy. Not thinking too much about it.
Spread Urson's influence.
And so then we're gonna get rid of these dervishes, even though they're rank 2.
Mother Kislev surely needs us.
And we will
Add them
recruit
to the rota.
2 more of these. Alright.
Not done yet.
Cocklock ready to rock.
Through the chaos wastes. We came upon ruins. A village of hide tents dominated by a totem of a white crow. They belonged to Northmen, enemies of Kislev who worshipped Sinch. On the ground, smeared in blood, was the emblem of the traitor Slavin Kerns. His army had slaughtered the tribe. No mercy was given, but I felt no pity. In these unforgiving lands, would the Northmen have treated us any different?
So we can ransack the place for 5,000 bucks, or we can bury the dead to get plus 10 leadership for all our units, all our armies for 5 turns. And we don't really need the money at this point, so let's bury them.
Further north.
The markings on the bodies. I've seen them before.
Runes of chaos. Kern's branded them with dark prayers.
How can you read them?
He took his journal from Dervingard. It deciphers the symbols.
Oh, remember when you were going to keep that a secret?
Keep moving.
Mission to target an enemy settlement, army, or hero with one of your Ice Maiden's abilities. And that will unlock Ice Guard swords. So we can do that. We can separate her.
I seek experience against winter's wishes.
Yeah, I mean, she won't... If there was another hero around, you know, they could assassinate her or wound her, but... yeah, for our purposes... This settlement doesn't have walls, so we can't do that, but we can assault the army.
Winter's chosen victim.
So that gave us the Ice Guard with swords. We were successful, so we did damage some of his units. You know, the specifics of what we damaged, a little hard to tell, but we did do it.
Frost Maiden.
So now we could immediately follow up and attack him right after the wound before he can replenish, but then we'd be without Zoria, and I don't think I really want to do that. So we'll just wait.
As long as they are loyal.
And I can recruit 1 Ice Guard sword, and we have 1 in our army. So these guys, dual swords and bows, anti-infantry, they inflict frostbite. Not too shabby. They inflict frostbite with their bow and their sword. Alright, you know. Like I said, you don't want to have too many different units.
I am
But we can-
Kislev's daughter.
We can live with it. Okay, so now we're gonna have Zoria. Oh, that's why we had the extra slot. Okay, we'll do this fight without Zoria. So she's gonna assault them again.
At their hearts.
That one was a failure, so we just wasted some money. And then he will go in and attack. So decisive victory against... with auto-resolve. You can also encircle the place. It doesn't really do much compared to, like, a siege. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how many times I've encircled. If you besiege a place, because it has walls and stuff, and you use siege vehicles and stuff, you will slowly damage them until they eventually have to either flee or, you know, run into you or something like that. Encircle, though, I don't know if that has the same effect. Let's just fight it, though. Okay. So, yeah, pretty empty field. Now, the one thing that the other cavalry had going for it was vanguard deployment. These guys do not have that, so they're gonna have to sit. We could hide them in these trees. I suppose. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna come to us or not. They have been tending to just come to us. So if we wanted to let them come to us, feel like we're in a little bit of a divot here, but I don't know if that's enough to affect it. So say we set up this line. Something like that.
Armored Cossars!
This is not an actually ideal thing. It sort of depends. Our bow guys are fine, but the pistol is actually a straight shot. So you probably don't want the pistol dudes behind your other line. Because they can't arc their shots, you know? Have them kind of move over to the right afterwards. And then the war sleds. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. And then we'll just kind of see what to do with the cavalry and how they move. I don't know. It'll be fine.
The terrain conceals the enemy's movements, Yuri. Keep an eye, or they will be on us before we are ready.
Okay, so we got, he's got some Furies. Chaos Furies. I don't know if he's going to move or not. Doesn't really seem like he's going to move. So we could start moving out.
Sargar! We fight for Ulson! March with pride! Moving!
Indeed! Taking point!
Follow the bear! We fight for Ulson!
Use your mounted troops, such as horse archers, to harass the enemy and pull apart their formations.
Yeah, I mean, that's typically what you're going to do with mounted archers. But we also have artillery, so we could rain down some fire, although these things are not super long range.
Sons of Kislev! Ready.
Alright, let's assume they're not going to move in at all.
Corsairs! On the march! Moving! On the
You know, just a lot of movement. We'll get there.
Wherever Ursen asks!
Defenders of Kislev!
I'm going to go ahead and move these guys up for now.
The forest may be used to conceal our movements. Close with the enemy under cover of the trees to retain the element of surprise.
Okay, we're pretty close to getting in range of our archers.
Kislev sends us forth!
So we want to... Yeah, and they're starting to move now. So we want to...
Comrades of the bear! On the march!
We want to prepare for the Furies, because that's going to be the big problem.
The motherland's finest!
I don't think I want to move the artillery anymore. We just want to... Yeah, here you go. Just harass them. If I can just clip them a little bit.
Kislev sends us forth! Taking point!
Come on.
Hearts of ice!
Alright, a little bit further.
Making
There
it
you go. These pistol dudes do not have the range of archers, but they're pretty capable in melee because they're armored and shielded. So they're fine on their off on their own compared to our archers. And we're very close to kicking this off.
Light war sled!
I think we still want it to be these, who are also pretty capable in melee.
Annihilate them!
There we go. Alright, so we have harassed some of the Furies enough for them to move in. He's leaving the rest of his army there, so he's basically just sacrificing the Furies.
Hussars! Kislev's vengeance! From Mother Kislev!
Good. Good. Shoot the screamers.
We fight for Ursan!
Yeah, our ice guards are... I don't really want to break formation too much, but I could. Because our ice guards are getting shredded. Let's send these spearmen in to help.
For Mother Kislev!
Taking position! On the march!
There comes the cavalry.
Follow the bear!
And now he's moving everything.
March for Kislev! Bring them down!
Okay, okay, let's start moving our cavalry to hit the back line. And let's move up our front line.
For the motherland!
We fight for Ursul!
Okay.
Lancers!
Go. Oh God, Yuri all the way back here because I always forget about him.
Onward! Sarga! Obey the orthodoxy!
You can see if anyone has a ZZZ icon, they're not doing anything. So you usually want to correct that.
Fight! March with pride!
Usually.
In Kislev's name!
Ice gun! Whatever Ursun asks!
Armored Cossars!
This cavalry is rough, man. I really need to hammer that home. Let's hit him with Ursun's Roar.
Armored Cossars! Bring them down!
And I'm not micromanaging my cavalry enough, of course.
Kislevites!
Land is power! Kislevites moving!
Go with honor!
Okay, it's a lot of... You can slow down time,
Slay them!
but it's usually
On the
recommended to be able to micromanage everything.
Lancers!
I think we're gonna be okay.
Hussars!
Whatever Ursul asks!
Yeah, we got this. So as long as you don't lose the unit, like our ice guards got decimated, but we didn't lose the unit, so they can still replenish, you know, and be rejuvenated back to full strength, and they still get the XP. If you lose the unit, then you're kind of screwed. They're gone.
Obey the
But there you go. It was a close victory. So that we did worse than the auto resolve, which is probably often the case for me. But still, I mean, we only lost 187. We didn't lose any units, so... And we took the settlement. So, I can't be too upset. There you go, we got the Pathfinder. We get, rank 7. And all is
Waits
good.
in these hidden chambers.
A chest of scrolls. Knowledge to harness.
Leave it! We have no need of dark magic.
We fight alone. We use whatever we can.
I am the Conqueror, so we unlocked Ice Guard Glaives. We can get those as well. Pretty solid. And yeah, next time we'll be heading into the Lucent Maze. So, still plenty to do in the prologue. It's a nice little experience. Good stuff. For now, though, my name is Mangg. This has been Total War Warhammer 3: The Lost God. See you fine folks in the next part.